This is He Knows the Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. We keeping the foot on the what? On the next. We keeping the foot on the what? On the next. We got to talk about Paulie Malignaggi. So hear me and hear me. Well, let's get on to it. I know Coach Carter said, man, I can't wait to hear what your take is on this, dog. Let me say it again. Coach Carter said, I can't wait to hear what your take is on that. Well, Coach, you're going to hear my take. So rehear me. Well, and the prediction king strikes again. And the prediction king strikes again. Number 2. And the prediction king strikes again. And the prediction king strikes again. And number 3, for the number of confirmation. And the prediction king strikes again. And the prediction king strikes again. I told you. The double standards that's associated with boxing. Let me say it again. The double standards that's associated with boxing. All Paulie Malignaggi did is he spoke out loud what reverse bias, aka Detractors, aka Panderers, was thinking all along. Black fighters are treated a different way. Black fighters are looked at a different way. They're sick and tired of black fighters dominating the sport of boxing from the eons. Let me say it again. They are sick and tired of black fighters dominating boxing from eons. Paulie Malignaggi, last time I checked, didn't your ass get retired by a bare knuckle fister, Conor McGregor's friend? Did he expose your ass? Higgity fucking hush. Didn't you get bum bashed by Sean Porter? A football player? Sean Constipated Porter? A guy that hasn't even boxed at his best level, but he's a brother. Double. Higgity fucking hush. So you have no validity in what you're talking about. Sean Porter fucked your ass up, and he's not even the best of us, man. Let me say it again. Sean Porter fucked your ass up, and he's not even the best of us. This is what I'm talking about when I said reverse bias, aka coons. Detractors, aka Uncle Toms. Panderers, aka racist motherfuckers. In this case, Paulie Malignaggi falls under the racist motherfuckers. They don't want to see black fighters. They don't want to see black elite fighters thrive. Floyd Mayweather talked about this. Andre Ward talked about this. Nobody paid attention. And these were the 2 greatest fighters in the modern day era, man. Let me say it again. These were the 2 greatest fighters in the modern day era. Floyd Mayweather's TBE. And every chance they get, they try to put Manny Pacquiao over him, man. This is what reverse bias, aka Detractors, aka Panderers do, i.e. coons, Uncle Toms, and racist motherfuckers. This is what they do. Andre Ward was unofficially a era-filled fighter. He was a TBE in his own right. Because the way he handled 168 pounds and the way he handled 175. These guys told you. He was telling you the double standards that was associated between him and Gennady Golovkin. Nobody was paying attention. Everybody was on higgity fucking hush status. Floyd Mayweather was telling you when he should have been undisputed 2 times. 2 times, mind you. Nobody was paying attention. Everybody was on higgity hush status. Now you have the boxing community torn. Of course, those that are celebrating Paulie Malignaggi's fire is because he said something that was egregious. He said something that was pathetic. Let me say it again. He said something that was egregious, and he said something that was pathetic. He told something that was so far removed from the truth. So of course he's going to get people irate. The greatest fighters in boxing history are black. When people think of the greatest fighters of all time, who comes to mind? Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, Floyd Mayweather, Pernell Whitaker, Roy Jones Jr. Aren't they all black? You see what I'm saying? Don't make me laugh, dog. And then who's the guys that's dominating the sport of boxing right now? Earl the Truth Spence, Deontay Wilder, Gervonta Tank Davis, the Charlo brothers, Demetrius Andrade. What do they all have in common? They're black. So again, Paulie Malignaggi, are you showcasing your racism because Adrian Broner embarrassed you? Because Adrian Broner, your chick, dog, let me say it again, because Adrian Broner, your chick, and your chick was sitting there telling you that I'm kissing you, but I'm really kissing Adrian Broner's D in your damn mouth. Let me say it again. I'm kissing you, but I'm kissing Adrian Broner's D in your mouth. Is that what it is, Paulie Malignaggi? You got clowned by AB. You got clowned by Sean Porter. Higgity fucking hush. So your ass getting fired, you deserve to get fired. But what it showed was the ugly truth of the double standards that's associated with boxing that he knows the sport's been telling you guys. Remember, I'm 6 to 12 months ahead of the game. Sun Tzu, aka Art of War. Dog, I don't know how many times I have to say this, man. 48 laws of power on that ass. I be telling you these things way in advance before it happens. So I'm popping my collars and saying, and a prediction, King strikes again. And a prediction, King strikes again. Even in a dark situation like this. Because I told you guys there's a double standard that's associated with boxing. Reverse bias, aka Detractors, aka Panderers, are thinking this shit every second when it comes to black fighters. They show their rear ugly head. Look at Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney. Devin Haney is a great young prospect. A great young contender that made Vasily Lomachenko duck. And instead of the boxing community get behind it and say, man, I can't believe he made Vasily Lomachenko duck, they pushing him down for Teofimo Lopez. I told y'all, man, there's double standards that's associated with this boxing. Shakur Stevenson is the best of the pack. And his name's not even being talked about with the likes of a Teofimo Lopez. Double standards that's associated with boxing. Jerome Boots Ennis can box the ears off of Virgil Ortiz. But yet they talking about Virgil Ortiz left and right. Double standards associated with boxing. You got to sit here and look at Vasily Lomachenko. He's being talked about in the likes of the best lightweight, when we know Gervonta Tank Davis can literally tank his ass. Double standards associated with boxing. The Charlo brothers, they got everybody shook. People ducking them literally for years. Canelo Alvarez, Cinnamon Alvarez variation, got a franchise tag belt, ducked blatantly Jamal Charlo. That's how much he didn't want that free smoke. But nobody talked about it. Cinnamon Alvarez fanboys was on higgity hush stats. Double standards associated with boxing. Terrence Bud Crawford, how does he relate? Remember, reverse bias, aka Coons. Detractors, aka Uncle Tom's. Terrence Bud Crawford falls into that category just like a Sean Porter. Let me say it again. Terrence Bud Crawford falls in that category just like a Sean Porter. They pin him against Earl the Two Smith when everybody knows Earl the Two Smith is the heavyweight lifter in the welterweight division. Double standards associated with boxing. So what Paulie Malignaggi did is something we all knew existed from the jump. Reverse bias, aka Detractors, aka Panderers. Now you guys are starting to see what he knows what was talking about with these guys. Coons, Uncle Toms, and racist motherfuckers. They hide behind fancy jargon to break down certain black fighters. But when you really peel the layers of the onion here, you're seeing decoded messages of them being racist motherfuckers, of them being coon motherfuckers, and them being Uncle Tom motherfuckers. That's the cold-hearted, the unadulterated, and the cutthroat truth-telling fashion. So Paulie Malignaggi, in one instance, I'm going to say something that's weird, but it's true. I at least respect him. You know why? He was bold enough to say that shit. See, the thing with reverse bias, aka Detractors, aka Panderers, they're not bold enough to tell you what's on their mind. At least Paulie Malignaggi was bold enough to say that. So although I detest what he did, and although I'm happy that he got fired, I respect the fact that he actually said it. Because at the end of the day, when your enemy does something that you can respect, you still gotta respect it. Let me say it again. When your enemy does something that you still respect, you still gotta respect it. So I respect the fact that he came out and said what he said. Because what he did is he shed light to reverse bias, aka Detractors, aka Panderers. So you guys in the comment section, you guys in the chats, when y'all go to these reverse bias, aka Detractors, aka Panderers, and y'all see they hide behind these hidden messages of coons, Uncle Toms, and racist motherfucking shit, y'all need to get on the ass. Y'all needs to keep the proverbial foot on their what? On their necks. Y'all needs to keep the proverbial foot on their what? On their necks. So Paulie Malignaggi, he gets a double thing here, which is a weird dichotomy. He gets the biggest salute of the day, and he gets the biggest higgity hush of the fucking day at the same time. Let me say it again. He gets the biggest salute of the damn day, and he gets the biggest higgity fucking hush at the same time. The salute factor is he revealed the reverse bias, aka Detractors, aka Panderers, for what they are. But the higgity hush status is the fact that he's a racist motherfucker, and he deserves to be fired. Let me say it again. He's a racist motherfucker, and he deserves to be fired. I keeps the foot on the what? On the X. I keeps the foot on the what? On the X. This is He Knows the Sport. Check it out.